Happy Tuesday and welcome to Madeline's Life Management. Today we are going to be talking about how to stop a binge. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the binge cycle. The first step in the binge cycle out of 5 is feeling deprived. The second step is an overwhelming urge to eat. The third step is the binge. And the fourth is feeling out of control and ashamed. And the fifth step to complete the cycle is dieting to regain control, which of course leads to feeling deprived and an overwhelming urge and then the binge. And then so it just keeps on going. So with this information, what can we do? Well, we can break the binge cycle. Okay, so an easy way you can break the cycle is in step 1, which is feeling deprived. Don't starve yourself. Whenever I do a diet, whenever I'm hungry, whenever my tummy growls or I have those hunger pains, I eat in small amounts. So if I'm hungry and I know I'm gonna stick to like 120 calories for the day or something like that, then I'll measure out little snacks throughout the day so that I'm constantly eating. And do that right when you wake up and you're hungry, unless you're one of those people that wakes up and they're not hungry, and then it's totally okay. But for myself, if I skip breakfast, I will binge during lunch and dinner. And if I skip breakfast and lunch, I'll like binge dinner and then nighttime. It's really bad. So what I've learned for myself is to not deprive myself, and then I never get to the point where I feel the need to binge. To avoid temptation, avoid mindless eating. So for myself, if I'm watching Netflix or a show, even if I'm not hungry, I'll want something to snack on. I'll want ice cream, I will want chips, I'll want candy, I'll want chocolate, I'll want something even if I'm not hungry, and I'll continue eating even after I'm full because my body's not processing that I'm full. And the people on the TV show are eating and they're still skinny, so it just doesn't click in my mind. Also, another way you can avoid temptation is by removing junk food from your house. Now, this works if you're not 2 minutes away from the store, because yesterday I didn't have any ice cream in my house, and instead of just not eating the ice cream that wasn't there, I drove 5 minutes, maybe 6, to Baker's and bought ice cream, and then drove back home and ate it. So, I mean, don't have only junk food options, or don't have junk food if seeing junk food is what is going to make you eat it. This step works if you catch it on steps 1 or 2 before you actually binge, but don't do this to yourself if you've already binged. You'll understand when I tell you. Ask yourself if it's worth it. Remember last time when you felt too full, your stomach hurt, and you felt out of control? That felt awful. Remember how you felt the last time. And then also, one of my really health hippie friends told me to imagine the food that I'm eating going into my body and what it's doing. She said if you're eating like a goji berry, imagine the nutrients that it's bringing into your body. Imagine what it's doing for your brain, that it's boosting energy and even metabolism. And she said, also do that for if you're eating something really bad for you. So if I'm eating Cheetos, which I love, she said imagine them going in and what they're doing to your immune system. If I'm eating ice cream, I should imagine what the simple sugar is doing to my immune system as well, and what that blood spike is going to do in the long run. And so she said imagine the food going in and what it's going to do to your body. And if you want to lose weight, imagine it create helping build the fat cells type of thing. Develop a healthier relationship with food. Unlike other addictions, your drug is something that you need for survival. You don't have the option of avoiding food or replacing it. Someone said this quote to me once, and with people who binge, myself included, it really hit home. And it's that if you drop your phone on the ground, you're not going to throw it against the wall. And for me, that means maybe I had a bowl of ice cream, but just because I did that, it doesn't mean that I need to have 3 bags of chips and 5 sandwiches and things like that. I don't need to have a whole thing of brownies all by myself just because I made one unhealthy decision. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Just gonna put that back there. Oh, no, my pillows! Okay. Also, I'm getting over a cold, which is why I'm mentioning the immune system quite often. I created a little nook, but my nook's falling apart. This is a way I stop my binges that works. I will drink tea, coffee, water, some water. My husband's over there laughing at me and my nook. I love you. Good thing you're so hot. If you're really hungry but you've already had food, you might just be dehydrated. So give yourself the water it needs. And also, if you're drinking water, it gives you something to mindlessly do. I feel like it's like when I'm working with my children. I don't have children. When I work with
maybe
children.
Maybe you just don't put it up there.
But it's so cute.
But you talk with your hands too much.
You too. You married me.